What's going on, guys? Welcome back to NolanTCG, and we are back here today for another deck profile, and we are here with Jake.
From Team C4G.
Yeah, and what did you do today?
So we did the OTS Store Championship, 4 rounds, and I came, well, second/third. Second before and third after.
He lost the final. Placed third.
Yeah, look, I don't want to talk about that.
You already had your invite, it doesn't matter.
Exactly,
Take
yeah.
us through your
Nothing
profile
matters. Alrighty, so today I was playing Ignistas. So we have 3 Achichi. So he searches your level 4s or lowers. Also has a weird thing in the battle phase that he can destroy your monster so that you don't take damage, but very rarely comes up. But the little thing that he could do.
Stalls for time.
Yeah, pretty much. We've got 3 Picari, searches all your AI spells and traps. Can also target another Ignista with a level of make it level 4, so that you can get into other plays. You have 1 Doyon. Doyon on summon returns 1 from the bin, and when it's sent to the bin for a link material, adds back an AI spell or trap. So really good for consistency and like push forward on the next turns. We've got the 1 Denmari. Denmari is basically you just send it to grave so that when you have towers on board, which I'll go through later, you can banish it to target a thing and negate it. Again, it came up today that if you do get stuck with it in your hand and someone goes to attack an Ignista, it's basically Battle Fader, summons itself, negates the attack, and then you have a 2300 body on the board, which is always pretty funny. We have Baruru, on summon Foolish Burial, and then if it's used as synchro material for a Cyber, summons back the other material to the board. So again, just keeps the monster flow going. We've got the 2 level 1s. So both of them summon themselves if you control an Ignista, so they're both an extender. This one, if you tribute another monster you control, you can search a level 7 Ignista you have in deck. So the 2 targets for that are the big dark one, which you don't really want in hand, or Gachiri at Ignista. So you can target a link monster you control, negates effects, and summon him. While he's on the board, your Cyberse once per turn can't be destroyed by card effects. And then if he's sent to the graveyard, you can target a monster you control that's unaffected for the turn. So quite a good extender / protection for certain cards. So that rounds out the lineup of the monsters that you use actively. Then we have 3 Ash Blossom, kind of a stock standard for most lists at this point. Then we have some targets. We have Scythe, Nibiru, and Ghost Ogre. All targets for Crossout. I forgot what it was called for a second. Yeah. The annoying thing is these 2 are fine if you draw them. Like, sure, you're going to get interrupted, but you can actually play them. This one, if you draw it, is really annoying because you
just pop it.
Like. I would love to. If there was a mechanic that could pop cards off turn in this deck, I would absolutely do it, but there just isn't. So yeah, drawing that is 8. Then we've got the spells. We play 3 Ignista Island, chiefly because people are beginning to clue to the fact that the field spell is like the crutch of the deck, and if you either don't give access to or prevent them from using the field spell, then they're in a tricky spot. So being able to draw this and then search other things with your Achichi is great. Otherwise, you do need to sort of, if the hand provides it, search for this with your Achichi and your Link 1. Otherwise, you're sort of nowhere. Then we've got 3 I Meet You, search spell for the deck. So reveal the Cyberse, 23 attack, search one of the same attribute, locked into Cyberse for the turn, and then if you don't summon the one that you reveal from your extra deck, you take 23 damage. Super good consistency card. Like, you don't have to reveal the one that you're searching before they have a window to respond as well, so it doesn't give too much acknowledgement to how good or bad your hand is. And you can get it off Doyon once it goes to the grave, so you pretty much have it going every turn. Then we've got Idle Reborn, quick play monster Reborn for the deck. You can also banish it in a card from hand to add 1 other AI spell from your graveyard back to your hand as well. Again, that effect rarely comes up, but very good for the deck. Then we've got my favourite spell of the deck, Eye Contact. So because we're playing 3 field spell, this is kind of necessity. If you have Ignista Island on board and another copy in hand, you put the copy in hand to the bottom of the deck and draw 3. Super good card. Basically means that you don't need to run Pros, because between that and your talents and all your searches, you're going to see something.
It's budget.
Yeah, very budget. Yeah, so we've got the 3 talents. You're going to get hand trapped in this deck. Hopefully you've got the cross out. If not, you've got talents, the ideal world is you have both. And then we've got your 3 Silent Mining, again, sort of essential for the deck, but I may choose probably a better card in that it gets you everything without having to discard anything or pay any cost. Then we've got the 3 Crossout. Again, I've got the targets in there. Hopefully they sort of don't stick in your hand. We've got the 1 Duster and the 1 Called by the Grave. Again, the Duster is neither here nor there. It's just we tend to have a lot of back row players in our locals, so it's nice being able to sort of blow out their board if you can, or bait out negates prior to you committing to a board. And call buys, again, you're going to get hand trap. And then for the traps, we've got the 3 Imperm. A, it's obviously interruption, and B, it's another target for crossout. And then we've got 2 Solemn Strike. The idea is obviously, like, if people, because like one of the cards that outs is pretty easy and that most people are playing is access code. So if you see them sort of building up for an access code, you just wait for it and then strike it, and then no more respondees. All right, on to the extra. So we are playing 2 Dark Infant rather at Ignista. So on Link Summon searches your field spell, so it means that, again, given your hand, you don't have to use your Spell and Trap Searcher to search the field spell. And then if it's on field when a Cyberburst monster or an Ignista monster activates its effect, it can move itself to a zone it points to and change its attribute, which comes into play with Dark Templar. Then we have Link Spider. That's if you get Nibiru'd, obviously. Then we've got Lingaribo, just another Link 1. You could play a 3rd Dark Infant if you want to, but you don't really need to. This one's a Trap Negator and can summon itself back by tributing an Ignista. Didn't come up today, thankfully, because I didn't verse any too heavy back row decks. Link 2s, we've got Update Jammer via double access code attack plays. Double Splash Mage, again, first one sort of gets you into your initial combo, and then second one is for access code plays. Cyberburst Wicked, if it's in the extra monster zone, can't be destroyed by battle or card effects, and monsters it points to can't be destroyed by card effects. If something's summoned to its zone, or special summoned to its zone, I think, it banishes a Cyberburst to add a Cyberburst tuner from deck to hand. So that gets you into your Baruru play. Then we've got Link 3s. We've got Dark Templar. So he's sort of the crux of how you make the big one. So if something's summoned to his zone, he summons back level 4 lower Ignistas to zones he points to. And it has another effect as well, that if it destroys something by battle, it can summon another Cyberburst from your grave. And then we've got Transcode Talker. Again, just access code plays. You've got Fire Phoenix at Ignista. Has several effects. None of them really mean a lot in this deck, to be honest. You don't really use it for its effects. You use it because it's a fire target to be able to search for the main deck fire one off of I Meet You. Like, it's an okay card, but it's not great. Once the fire code talker comes out and goes to the past 2.
Heat Soul.
Heat Soul. I can't remember what it's called, but
If we get it.
It's supposed to be in there.
I don't think it's confirmed.
But anyway, if it is in there, this will be replaced by him. If not, you just stick with this. It doesn't really matter. Then we've got access code. Obviously, punchy, do the thing. Crux of the deck, the Arrival Cyberburst at Ignista. So gains attack for every link material it uses. It is a link 6. Unaffected by all other card effects, and once per turn it can pop a card, a monster opponent controls, and then summon a Cyberburst token on the board. So really good for just sitting there. That's pretty much what you do. Sit there, be big, opponent can't out it, and then you summon access code and hopefully beat over them next turn.
Go through this card. Go through this card.
No. Then for the last 2, we've got Light Dragon. It did come up today more so to bait out something, because it can detach one and destroy monsters your opponent controls up to a number of other Ignistas you control, including itself. So non-target destruction. But again, it's more so there so that if you need to, off of I Meet You, you can search the light main deck at Ignista. Doesn't come up all that often. And then finally, we've got Cyberburst Quantum Dragon. So previously I was playing the Wind Pegasus at Ignista, but this is far more better for the sort of summon the big boy, beat over thing. while it's on the board, while the link monster's on the board, and this is on board as well, your opponent can't target any other monster for attacks or effects other than this. And at the start of damage step, or start of battle step, I think it is, it bounces whatever it's battling, and if it's on your turn, it gets to attack again.
Okay. Nifty.
Yeah.
But do you have any parting words for us before we leave you?
No, I'm very happy with the deck. I've been wanting it to be good for a while, and now that the new support comes out, cross-out's available, it's probably as good as it will be. I may refine the deck in later formats, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with it.
Perfect. Thank you very much for the profile.
Catch up.